over to you.
Thank you. Right, I hope everyone can hear me. If we can come to the top of our mat, big toes touch, space between the heels. Abdomen is engaged, sit bones tucked under, shoulders back and round, and relax the crown of the head lifting up towards the sky, nice and strong. And Samastiti, grounding through the feet. Take some deep breaths here. On your next inhale, raise the arms at a diagonal in front of you, fingertips touch, gazes towards the thumbs, Urdhva Hastasana. As we exhale, bend the knees, bring the chest onto the thighs as you release down to your forward fold, Uttanasana. Hips raising up towards the ceiling, top of the head is down towards the floor, fingertips by the side of the toes. As we inhale, bend the knees, arch the back, lift the gaze, fingertips remain where they are by the sides of the toes. And from here, you can either step back or we're going to jump back into our plank, ready for Chaturanga Dandasana. So the abdomen is engaged here. We're strong through the core. The heels are pointing back towards the back of the room. The shoulders are above the wrists. And in one strong movement, we're going to take ourselves down to the floor. So bending the elbows, keeping them close to the chest, and the body onto the floor. Change the top of the feet. The top of the feet are now on the floor. The bottom half of the body remains on the floor as we lift the gaze, lift the shoulders. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Make the body back down to the floor, so we're lying flat on the floor. And from here, keeping the hands where they are by the chest, swap the feet over so the toes are tucked under. And in one movement, we're going to push up through our plank, drive the hips back into our downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking some deep breaths here. Checking at the hands, making sure there's space between the fingers and the middle fingers facing forward. Like tucking the heels, equal distance between the little toes either side of the mat, and our feet are hip width apart. We're pushing the hip bones up as we reach down with our palms of our hands, elongating the spine. We look forward towards the hands. Bending the knees, we're going to jump or step our feet back to the front of the mat and next to our fingers. We're in our half lift here as we go into Uttanasana, so forward fold, head towards the floor, sit bones towards the ceiling, a slight bend in the knees. We're going to raise up to standing, bringing the hands in front of us at a diagonal, fingertips touch, gaze towards the thumbs, hands back to the heart center, and back to Samastiti at the front of our mat. So we're going to do that twice again, so a little bit faster this time. So big toes touch, space between the heels, abdomen is engaged, shoulders back and round. Inhale, raise the arms at a diagonal, fingertips touch, gaze towards the thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees, chest meets the thighs, hands by the side of the toes, head is down in our forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, raise the gaze, arch the back, Urdhva Uttanasana, and ready to jump or step back, ready for our Chaturanga Dandasana. The heels are pushing backwards towards the back of the room as we, with control, engage the core and lower in one movement, chest and hips and level onto the front of the mat. Swap the feet, the lower body stays in contact, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Relax back down to the front of the mat, swap the feet, toes tucked under, and keeping the chest and the stomach in one movement. We're going to push through plank and up to our downward facing dog. Checking everything in alignment here, not one hand in front of another, not one foot in front of another. Really lifting the sit bones up towards the ceiling as we work on elongating that space between the palm of the hand and the hip bone, elongating the spine. Taking some deep breaths here, and then look forward towards the hands and jump or step your feet back to the front of the mat. Big toes touch, half lift, forward fold, head towards the floor as we bend the knees and come up to standing. Hands at a diagonal, fingertips touch, hands back to the heart center and back to Samastiti. One last time. Inhale, fingertips come to the front, diagonal. Exhale, chest to knees, hands come to the floor into our forward fold. Lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, arch the back, ready to jump back into our Chaturanga Dandasana. So plank pose, keeping the core strong in our plank. So we should be in our plank pose. Lovely. And in one strong movement, so hips and chest at the same time, we're coming to the floor. Take it really with control. Lovely. Keep the bottom half of the body on the floor. As you lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, coming up into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Take the front body back down to the floor. Swap the feet and drive the hips up through plank and back into downward facing dog. Lovely. Checking the alignment. Looking at those lovely downward dogs. Bend the knees if you need to. Don't worry about getting the heels to the floor. It's elongating the spine that we're working for here. Lovely. Take a few breaths here. Then lift the gaze, look towards the hands and jump or step the feet back to the front of the mat. Lovely. Okay, half lift, forward fold, so head towards the floor, slight bend in the knee, arms come back up to the front, diagonal in front of you, back to the heart center and to the sides, Samastiti. Thank you.
Well done. You can breathe again now.
Trying to talk and do that at the same time.
It gets fit. You get fit. That's really well done. Fantastic. Right, I'm just going to stop.